A man had spent months searching for a job, sending applications, rehearsing lines, chasing leads. The more he tried, the heavier it all became. One morning, tired and hollow, he let go. No pushing, no planning, just stillness. That afternoon, a message arrived out of nowhere. A position he hadn't applied for, but somehow felt made for. It came not through force, but through the space he finally allowed. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, saying the affirmations, thinking the thoughts, but still, nothing was changing? It's not because you're blocked, it's because your energy is speaking before your words do. In this video, you'll discover how your vibration, not your effort, is what's creating your reality. You'll learn how silent manifestation works, how wealth begins with feeling, and how the world responds to your unseen frequency. If you've been chasing results and getting silence in return, stay with me. What you're about to hear will show you that the silence is the signal, and it's already speaking your abundance into form. Imagine a room you've just entered. No one speaks, yet you feel something. A warmth, a tension, a pull, or a resistance. That is vibration, the silent speech of the soul. We have been taught to trust words, to let them define what we know and desire. But in truth, your life is shaped not by what you say, but by the energy you hold. Your vibration is the language you speak before a single word is ever uttered. It is the invisible conversation between your inner state and the universe. And I tell you, the universe listens only to that. Think of your vibration as the silent aura around a tuning fork. Invisible, but unmistakably real. You may repeat affirmations day and night, but if your inner state remains unchanged, your signal will remain unclear. Silent manifestation begins when your vibration becomes pure, coherent, and true. When it aligns with your desires, life responds. There is no persuasion more powerful than energetic alignment. You are always transmitting, even now. The world around you rearranges itself according to this frequency. A person who carries quiet certainty, peace, or worthiness attracts without effort. Just as a fire draws others near without making a sound, your vibration magnetizes reality in ways your voice cannot. This is the frequency you carry, not what you perform. And so the wealth you seek does not arrive by louder declarations, but by a clearer signal. When you refine the tone you emit, reality echoes back a matching world. The true power lies not in shouting your worth, but in feeling it. This is the foundation. And beyond that, something even deeper begins to stir. A force that moves before thought. Before a baby speaks, it cries, not to explain, but to vibrate need, trust, or joy. That soundless message reaches a mother before reason arrives. You too speak long before words. There is a realm before thought, quiet, timeless, and more powerful than any idea you've ever spoken. In this sacred space, you are already creating. The moment you feel something, not say, not think, but feel, your vibration begins shaping the world around you. Silent manifestation is born not from affirmation, but from the frequency you hold in that inner stillness. This is where your true wealth begins. Every desire has a pulse beneath it, a yearning not for things, but for the frequency they represent. Safety, beauty, ease, power. And before you give those desires form with language, they already live in your energy. The universe hears that silent call. It responds not to logic, but to your being, to your unspoken yes or no. You are not here to force or explain. You are here to become. And in becoming, your frequency precedes you, like light spilling into a room before the door is fully open. The vibration frequency you embody is your subconscious abundance speaking ahead of you, preparing the way. This is not theory, it is spiritual law. And so I ask you, what tone rises in you before you speak? What wordless music moves through your chest as you walk into a space? That is your true language. The next moment is not waiting for your words, but for your energy's declaration. A compass doesn't search. It aligns. Quietly, consistently, it points true. Your emotions are the compass of your vibration. They magnetize your world without noise. Your emotions are not distractions or reactions. They are creation codes. Each feeling carries its own magnetic energy. Joy is expansive. Gratitude is golden. Peace is powerfully still. These emotional tones are not fleeting moods. They are vibrational signatures, silently sculpting your experience. In the realm of silent manifestation, feeling is far more than enough. It is everything. When you feel abundance, not wish for it, not chase it, you begin to match its frequency. And like frequencies attract, a person walking in deep appreciation will notice opportunities that others overlook. That state draws in moments, people, and wealth that resonate with it. Emotion is not just the spark, it is the signal. This is why forcing thoughts or repeating phrases from a place of fear or doubt rarely works. The subconscious does not respond to language. It responds to tone, to the vibration behind the words. Energetic alignment is not achieved by saying, "I am wealthy." It is realized by feeling wealth in the body, even before evidence arrives. So I invite you, dwell in the feeling of already having. Let your joy become louder than your doubt, even in silence. Feel as though it has already happened, and you will emit the true magnetic energy of abundance. And in that space, the signal becomes clear enough to carry into the unseen stories beneath. A mirror may be clean on the surface, yet behind it, cracks distort the reflection. So too, beneath your spoken desires, silent beliefs may bend the signal you send. You may declare wealth with your voice, yet your vibration whispers lack. This is not your fault, but it is your invitation. Much of what blocks abundance does not live in your awareness, but in inherited patterns, silent assumptions, and echoes from childhood. These unspoken beliefs form the background frequency of your life. And I tell you, it is that silent rhythm that wealth responds to. Have you ever felt as though abundance flirts with you, then disappears? It's not rejection, it's reflection. Your outer world mirrors your inner tone. If you subconsciously feel unworthy, unsafe, or unseen, the vibration frequency you emit will match that, no matter your effort. The world cannot contradict the silent signal of your being. It must obey it. This is where true energetic alignment begins. Not in what you reach for, but in what you release. When you locate those hidden beliefs, "I must struggle," "I don't deserve this," "it's not safe to receive," and dissolve them gently in awareness, the field clears. Like static lifting from a radio, the wealth signal can then be heard and answered. So don't fight the blocks. Listen to them. They are echoes of the past asking to be returned to silence. When the noise of old stories fades, your natural abundance frequency re-emerges, and in the silence that follows, a deeper clarity begins to rise, one rooted not in effort, but stillness. A candle does not chase the dark. It remains still, and light does the rest. Your stillness is not absence. It is presence. It is power. Stillness is the forgotten art of creation. In a world obsessed with noise, movement, and declaration, we overlook the divine authority that silence holds. When you rest in true stillness, not frozen, but surrendered, your vibration becomes clear. You enter into energetic alignment with what already exists beyond effort. And I tell you, in this stillness, all things move toward you. It is not about saying the right words. It is about becoming the right signal. Silent manifestation is born in this sacred quiet where no resistance exists, and therefore no barriers. Imagine a calm lake. What it reflects is perfect. When your inner world rests in peace, life mirrors that perfection with ease. The silent state is the creating force. Wealth responds not to striving, but to clarity. When you are still, you are not passive, you are magnetic. In that calm, your vibration frequency becomes undeniable, precise, irresistible. What once required pursuit begins to appear naturally. Relationships shift, ideas arrive, money flows without explanation. This is the power of aligned stillness. This is magnetic energy awakened. So I invite you, don't rush, don't grasp. Return to your inner quiet. The wealth you seek hears silence far more clearly than sound. And from within that holy pause, another voice begins to speak, not from the mind, but from the heart. A flower does not open by force. It softens to the sun. Your heart too holds a pulse of quiet readiness. It receives not through demand, but through surrender. The heart is the center of true reception. Beyond thought, beyond even intention, it vibrates with the pure frequency of allowing. When open, softly, silently, it becomes a field through which abundance flows. This is not loud, not dramatic. It is still, and I tell you, it is this subtle opening that attracts more than any outward action. Many try to manifest from the mind, calculating, scripting, planning, but the vibration of receiving lives in the chest, not the head. When you feel worthy in your body, when you sit in gratitude without grasping, you emit a signal of ease. And wealth, like a bird sensing safety, draws near. This is subconscious abundance made real. The heart's language is not verbal. It is emotional, energetic, ancient. When you release guilt, shame, or the belief that you must earn love or money, the heart speaks again. Its silent beat becomes the drum that life begins to dance to. Receiving is not weakness, it is wisdom. It is trusting your own enoughness. So I ask you to listen, not outwardly, but inwardly. Feel the quiet rhythm in your chest. That pulse is already calling in what you've been chasing. And as that beat softens even further, it begins to harmonize with something deeper still. Your truth, a bell that rings true, carries far. No matter how softly it's struck, its sound travels clearly. So too, when you vibrate in truth, the world cannot help but respond. There is a quiet power in living what you claim to believe, not in appearance, but in vibration. When your inner world matches your outer intention, when there is no contradiction between what you feel and what you say, you become whole. That wholeness emits a signal of clarity. And I tell you, clarity attracts faster than effort. Energetic integrity means nothing is forced. You are no longer pretending to feel abundant. You are. You no longer say, "I am ready," while secretly fearing the next step. You speak, move, and rest from the same aligned place. This coherence makes your vibration frequency unmistakable. It is as though life finally understands what to deliver, and it does. Truth is not always comfortable at first. It may require silence, withdrawal, honesty with self, but the moment your vibration and your essence match, everything begins to shift. You stop reaching, you stop justifying, you start allowing. And in that silent allowing, silent manifestation unfolds without resistance or confusion. So I invite you to feel your way inward, not for perfection, but for truth. Wealth doesn't require you to pretend. It requires you to vibrate in full alignment with who you already are. And when that alignment settles, the outer world begins to mirror not just your feelings, but your unseen self. A shadow follows the body not by force, but by law. What is unseen leads, and what is seen obeys. Life is not reacting to you, it is reflecting you. You may believe you're waiting on life to change, but in truth, life is waiting on your vibration to stabilize. It responds faithfully to what you are, not what you perform. The people, events, and circumstances around you are not accidents. They are synchronized expressions of your silent tone. I tell you, what is unspoken in you is written across your world. This is the mystery of manifestation, that the invisible self creates visible form. The thoughts you rehearse in silence, the emotional tones you dwell in daily, the beliefs you never speak aloud, they echo into reality. And your outer life becomes a synchrony, a mirror, a match. This is the heart of energetic alignment. You don't chase mirrors. You shift the source. You have likely felt this, a time when everything flowed or everything resisted. That was not coincidence. That was reflection. When your unseen vibration was rich, centered, trusting, the world responded with flow. When it was scattered, fearful, divided, life reflected the same. Silent manifestation means mastering this inner synchrony, gently, intentionally, without noise. So I ask you now to look not out, but in, to observe not what others say, but how you feel beneath your thoughts. That is where the truth lives. And as you begin to harmonize that unseen self, the world will soon echo a note you've never heard before. Drop a stone into still water, and the ripple travels far beyond where it began. Your inner shift, even the smallest, sends a message the world cannot ignore. We often underestimate the power of a single moment of alignment. One honest breath, one quiet release, one felt belief in our worth. These are not small things, they are seismic. They send reverberations through the field of creation, echoing into places our minds could never plan. This is the essence of silent manifestation, the quiet that moves everything. When you shift inwardly, the change begins subtly. A sense of lightness, a softer reaction, a surprising opportunity. Life adjusts to match your new tone. You don't need to announce it. You don't even need to understand how. The magnetic energy of truth spreads, ripples, reverberates, not by noise but by natural law. What you shift in silence speaks everywhere. You may not see results instantly, but I tell you, they are already in motion. One change in frequency can alter timelines. One moment of real stillness can call in what years of striving could not. That is the rhythm of vibration frequency. Patient, precise, and faithful to your deepest signal. All it requires is one step inward. So feel into the shift. Let it be real, let it be small, let it be now. And as that silent ripple travels outward, you will begin to sense that something has already changed. Long before the evidence appears, what signal have you been sending in silence, without even knowing? If your outer world is simply echoing your inner tone, what might shift if your vibration changed first? Take a moment to reflect. What feeling, if you lived in it fully today, would call in the life you've been waiting for? If this resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you never miss another moment of quiet transformation. Your next shift may be silent, but it will speak volumes.